Good morning, everyone. My name is Andy James from House of Coach Stitches. Today I'll be taking you on a journey in taking a perfect body's measurements. To start with, when you are taking your measurements, you need your client to stay as this dummy is staying. Can you see the way my mannequin is staying? You need to stay straight. You don't need your customer to look down. They should face front and stand straight. That is how to take a perfect body's measurement. So number one measurement we need to take is our shoulder. When you want to take your shoulder, you locate your customer's shoulder bone to the other shoulder bone. And note, when you are taking your measurement, you don't need to start pressing your customer's body. It is against the ethics of a professional. So you locate it, you can just feel it, or you use your eyeball to locate it. So you take from your shoulder bone to the other shoulder bone. That is the number one measurement you take. The number two measurement you need to take is your across back. Can you see where I'm measuring? This is your across back measurement. From the base of your armpit to the other base of the armpit. That is the number two measurement you need to take. And the number three measurement you need to take is your back, the half length of your back. That is from your neck bone to your neck bone to your natural waist at the back. I'll tell you how to locate your natural waist after this video, but we all have our natural waist. So from your neck bone to your natural waist, that is number three measurement. So that's for back. Then we go to the front, over plant. Number four measurement is your across chest. So your across chest is from the base of your arm bone to the other base of your armpit. That is the number four measurement. Can you see where my across chest is? Okay. Then the next measurement is your bust measurement. You measure your bust. Please make sure your tape pull is on the same circumference with the back. Make sure it is on the same circumference with the back. And when you are measuring, let one of your finger be in the measurements. Can you see? So that it won't be too tight and it won't be too loose. Just make sure one of your finger is in. Okay, that is for your bust. Then we have two types of waists. The next measurement is waist. We have two types of waist. We have our natural waist and we have our abdominal waist, where your navel is. So if you are doing a blouse, you need your natural waist. A blouse, a dress, you need your natural waist. If you are sewing a skirt, a trouser, whatever, you need your abdominal, where your navel is. That is the waist you need. So for this class, we will be taking our natural waist measurements. So from your natural waist, you take it from. Can you see? It is not too tight and it is not too loose. Okay, that is for our natural waist measurements. Then the next one is your abdominal waist. Then you take it from. You can see that there is difference between your natural waist measurements and your abdominal waist. Because if you use this waist here to draft a pattern for your blouse, when you finish sewing the blouse, it will be too big on the waist and it won't give it a shape. But you need your natural waist measurements to draft whatever pattern you are drafting. Okay? Then the next measurement will be your hip measurements. Your hip measurements. Then you measure around your hip, where your hip bone is and the fullest part of your bone. And you make sure your tape pull is on the same circumference. You measure your hip round. Can you all see it? That is our hip measurements. Okay? Then the next is Okay, so this is where your hip measurement is taken. Do you get? This is your hip measurements. You take it front and make sure it is on the same circumference. Okay, then the next one is your hip line. Your hip line from your natural waist, you measure from your natural waist to your hip bone. This is our hip bone. Can you see? You measure from your natural waist to your hip bone. Can you see? This is our hip bone. So that is where you measure your hip line. You need your hip line when you are doing your blouse measurements. Okay? Then the next measurement. The next measurement will be your bust point. From your neck point. Your neck point is the point at which your shoulder and your neck meet. So that is your neck point. From your neck point to the tip of your bust is called your bust point. Your bust point. From your bust point, you measure your under bust. Your under bust, which is also called, can also be called your bust radius. There is a formula we use to get your bust radius anyway, so we'll be doing that in our pattern drafting class. Okay, so from your neck point to your under bust, we can't really see her under bust because she doesn't have a big bust, but at least you can still feel it. Everybody know where their under bust is. So from your neck point to your under bust, that is the next measurement. Okay, the next measurement will be from our, which is called our bust pan. It is from one point of the nipple to the other point of the nipple. That is your bust pan. Okay, the next measurement is your waist to clavicle. From your waist to clavicle, this is your waist and this is your clavicle. Can we all see it? Your waist to clavicle. It is used to get your basic neck measurements. Your basic neck measurements. Okay, then our blouse length from your neck point through the tip of your bust to your preferred blouse length. Can you all see? To your preferred blouse length. It must go through this bust area, please, when you are measuring to get a perfect blouse length. So you take it to your preferred length of your blouse. Okay, the next measurement will be your dress measurement. So from your neck point through the tip of your bust to your preferred length. So it can be a short gown, a 3/4 gown, or your long gown to your preferred measurement. Okay, then the last but not the least will be our skirt length. Your skirt length will be from your waist, your abdominal waist, to your preferred length, to your preferred length. I hope you enjoyed this class. I'll see you next week. Bye. Bye. Thank you for joining.